Shut your ass up real quick. Anyways, you see the title of this video. And of course, if I'm lying, Almighty God can strike me down right now. So before we get into this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages, because we're going to have an intro towards the ending, because I want you to understand how deep this actually gets. But celestial rising, divine afternoon, and great night to the beautiful deity watching this video. You already know who I am as a reflection. Let's get into this. So for one, I don't have to work, but I choose to, because I'm working on myself every single day. So what is work? When you're working on yourself to the day you die. Meaning that this job that I'm at is not a job per se, but it's it's guidance for after school, or kids that are in the after school program. Now I won't tell you where, but just know I am working. So outside of social media, I do also have a job, but it's not a job to me, because I won't call it a job, because for one, I don't work full time. But I'm so paid in life, I don't have to work full time anymore. Why? The half-time or the part-time experience, it's still full-time pay. Or yeah, if you want to say full-time pay. On top of that, social media is also another gateway for me to align both that job and this job combined together. And then on top of that, with other things that I do in real life as well, I'm already abundantly rich, because what is broke when you're born rich? Forever. I just had to get out the way. Now, with this after school program that I'm in, for one, I enjoy doing it because, for one, I enjoy, even as a coach as well, I work with ages 4 through 18 years old. And from my experience for like even 2 years doing this, I have learned so much from a child's mindset. And today broke my heart to where I had to come and record, because this is not to put this girl's business on the internet. I am here to help people who are starting to become parents, children or teenagers, young adults, or even older adults who have been traumatized by this assault or this program. And I want to help adults understand the programming that they are programming their children into, because we all have to help each other. But we can't help each other if we are too fixated on being upset because your child is getting help that they can't get from you. And it hurts my heart, because I won't say what this girl's name is, but her name starts with a B though. I'm gonna leave it at that. And she's very sweet. Now, of course, the way she is in after school, she's a boss. And I can't sit here and say that she's not a boss, because who am I to tell somebody that they're not a boss when I'm projecting what I am onto them? So I say to this girl, you're not a boss, I'm lying to them. Because for one, when she gets older, she will be a boss, because she has that mindset at a young age. I want to say she's 5 to 7 years old, but she knows right from wrong. And then she uses her, let's say, she uses her adorable capabilities to fuck over people, basically. When she's doing that, for one, she runs over her parents. And I've seen the parents. On top of that, I work with her mom. So, mother, if you see this in the future, just know I'm not bashing you, but I'm helping you understand what you're going to do to your child when they get older. And you'll realize it when it's too late, because you are a young parent. And I understand that. And I've seen her father as well. It all makes sense. She runs their household at 5 years old. How is that possible? She gets her way. But let it be known. And it was crazy. If y'all ever see, if I could just record these kids, I can't. But if she was right here next to me, she would tell you the truth into how she tries to act in after school. She knows. And in our program, that shit don't fly. And the thing is too, I don't even work for that long. But what she does not fly, especially with me. Because, for instance, and she starts to so she does this sneaky, devious way to where she'll hit a child, right? Like, she'll hit a girl or a boy. The thing is, when they hit her back, she'll cry. So now, knowing me, I'm not going to sit here and agree with what you're saying. Why are you crying? And so she'll tell me, because they hit me. First of all, here's what she'll do. I'll be chilling. I'm watching everybody. Now, I can't watch every child at once, because let's say one of my counselors, they left to go take 2 children to the bathroom or whatever. So I have a classroom of like 7 kids to look after by myself. And the thing is too, not every counselor is in there, because our schedules are different. But me, I work Monday through Friday. I rest on the weekend per se. But that's just my schedule too. The thing is, if you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, y'all know I post every single day, damn near. Because of course I get tired as well. But just know you can count on me every day to give you something new. It is what it is. On top of that, I'm not a teacher, but I'm lying to you by telling that to you. So what do I mean? I am teaching myself through a studious way of living. So I am a student to my own teachings, meaning that you can learn from me, learning from myself. Because why? I am an idiot. I am ignorant. Because I'm ignorant, that's how wise I am. I'm so wise, I play a fool amongst other fools. Because if I had to step into society, I had to basically accept foolishness. That's how wisdom will act in a society of foolish, wise, unconscious programs. Because of that, she will walk up to me and she will say, Coach, she'll say, for one, she's crying, Coach, they hit me. So now this other kid, they know, like, I'm not going for it. I don't believe he say, she say. Okay, you come here also. So now two of you will stand right here. So I'm going to say, why they hit you? Well, because, hold on. Did you hit her? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, hold on, to the girl that's named B. Now, this other girl, let's say, or other boy, random name, whatever. Why did you hit her? I didn't hit her. She hit me first. And I'm going to say, okay, why did she hit you first? Well, because I was playing. Now we're crumbling down the illusion. Because just because you are a young lady that is adorable, just because you have cuteness overload, does not mean that you can get away with just being cute and being mean to people. That's not how life goes. On top of that, to me, all walks of life are beautiful beings. So I'm not saying that in a weird way, because some people will take that in a weird way. I don't mean it that way, but just know, you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be weird, but you know when somebody, looks matter. Let's just say that looks do matter. And of course, if you're ugly, you can't comprehend that shit. But if you're beautiful, if you know you're handsome, you're gorgeous, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, because people will make shit weird for some reason. Like society we live in now, you just know. I'm not trying to be that way. Anyways, this child will tell me why. So for example, I was playing with Jenga and B came over and knocked the thing down, so I hit him. Okay, so let's start right there. For one, you need to apologize, because we don't hit people just because they knocked over our tower in Jenga. They'll say, you're right, Coach, I'm sorry. Boom, got you. So now we accept your apology. Now to you, why are you hitting people? Now she has no answer. And what's crazy, she has brown towards a hazel eye color. So she'll use that to her advantage as well. So she'll be like, I didn't mean to do it. Stop it. For one, why did you knock down her Jenga tower? And she'll give me an excuse. I'm going to say, look, whatever you're coming up with does not matter. You need to apologize right now so that we can go play. Because for one, you should not be hitting people because they don't want to play with you. So, and what's crazy, that's what B will sometimes do. She will knock down some people's games, or she'll go and infiltrate somebody's imagination because she wants to play with them. And when a child says no, she can't take no for an answer. That's exactly who she is as a child. So when a kid says, I don't want to play with you, she'll be like, she'll smack him. And I'm watching this shit unfold if I'm conscious of it, or if I'm not distracted by other kids is playing. But when I see this with my own eyes, I say, hey, come here. Like, I attack that instantly because, for one, I have no children. But if I was to have children, I am knocking down the seat instantly, because I don't care how tired I am. I'm tired every single day. I'm tired when I wake up. But that is no excuse to letting a child hit another child because they said no to the other child. So when I watch her do that, she'll know instantly she's in trouble. She'll get sad. I say, hey. As soon as I hear that, hey, cut it out. Cut it out. She'll be like, okay. Like, because I don't have time for that. Like, you can cry all you want. Like, and the thing is too, I'll let you cry for 20 minutes. I'll sit here and be like, go ahead and cry. So they'll cry. And what's crazy, I will watch you cry for 20 minutes. When you're done, I'll say, go get a tissue, go get a napkin, wipe your tears off. There you go. Are you ready to talk? Yes. That's how I'm going to be a parent. If I was a parent, that's how I would do it. Because I want you to be, and the thing is too, I'm so passionate right now because it hurts my heart of like how, I'm not even done the story yet, but when I tell you what happened to her, what she told me, it hurts my fucking heart. This shit has to stop. So when it comes to emotional intelligence, for me, if I was a parent, as a father, I don't care if you're my daughter or my son, I want you to conquer your emotions. Why? Because they are validated. Why is that? Because I know your ego is playing tricks on your spirit because you aren't spiritually intelligent yet. On top of that, some of these kids don't have spiritual guidance in the household. Because why? For one, your child is not educated if they are only educated in school. If you cannot teach them outside of school, they are still ignorant to your ignorance. On top of that, if you are mad, happy, sad, depressed, desperate. Just many emotions, many feelings. Doesn't matter. There's many of them. If you are going through all those emotions and I'm around you, I'm going to observe you going through them. Why? Because I want you to know how you feel. And what's crazy, I'm going to say, what are you thinking about? What you going through right now? Why are you doing that? I'm going to laugh. If we're having a good time, I'm going to laugh with you. But if you're sad, I'm going to say, why are you crying? Why are you sad? Talk to me. Get your words out. It's okay. And sometimes they may stutter. They may say, slow down. If they're mad, throwing tantrums. I hate this game. Look at me. Look at me. Why are you mad? Because the moment I say, look at me, you know I'm in your mind. You cannot run from me. Why I am that I am. On top of that, 2, I know your soul. Why? Because your soul is a reflection of my spirit and my soul as well. I was the exact same way when I was your age. The only thing is, though, nobody told me how to be who I am today besides my almighty creator. My mom and my dad didn't teach me this shit. I wish my mom did, but she was so busy working. I forget her for that. I still love her for that. But that's why I am the father figure I wish I had, because my dad never taught me this shit. But what am I going to do to better society and the youth and the younger generation, the older generation? I had to be there for them to where their parents had to say, who is that man right there? Exactly. A role model for your child that you should be for your child. That shit is sad. So now, as she's crying, today, I'm chilling, right? So as our after school program, I go into the building. I go in. So for when I clock out before I go into the building. And then I sit there and I wait for the bus to get these 3, like they'll drop off 3 kids. So one of them starts with a D. I ain't gonna say her full name, but she comes off the bus. Then a boy starts with a J. He comes off the bus. And then a boy, his real name it starts with a K or a C. Either way, his mom or his dad or a bus will drop him off. I come get him. That's 3 kids. So now if I'm the only counselor, I will take them upstairs. So use the bathroom, wash your hands. And then once they're done, now also there's usually a counselor with me. So we'll wait for them and we'll also watch them, because once again, people are weird. We got to watch the bathroom, make sure no weirdos are in the bathroom touching on kids. So that's exactly why we're there guiding them. And then we'll take them. So once they're done, we'll take them to the room. They have snacks on the table. And then once they're done with snacks, we say, y'all have homework? They'll be like, yes or no. Some of them will lie. So the girl B, the main character of the story, B, she will lie. I caught her yesterday. This is why this story even exists right now, because she lied yesterday to the counselor. And the counselor believed it. I looked at her. I said, B, do you have homework? And she knew she couldn't lie to me. That's why she tries to hold my hand every single day, because she knows that she can't get that honesty at home. She can't get that affection at home that I give to her. And the thing is, I might as well be like her uncle or her big brother that she never had. But the thing is, though, I tell her too, when she says, can I hold you? No, you can't hold my hand. I am not your father or your whatever that you think I am. I don't need to hold your hand. You are a grown woman. I'm not grown. You're lying to yourself, but I get what you're saying, because you are still a child. But you don't need to hold my hand every fucking day. You don't have to. You are okay. Anyways, she had homework. She had 3 pages yesterday of homework. One of the pages was an apple. It had 5 squares. And on the bottom, she had to glue all the words that matched with the A. So for one, it was an apple. She had to color the apple, whatever color she wanted. Now the 5 boxes, she had to cut out the image that was an A to match with the apple. So we conquered that easily. But this girl, she doesn't even know how to spell her name correctly. Sometimes she does. But she struggles with the capitalization and the lowercase perspective of her name. So like the E, for example, she puts a capital E when the E should be lowercase. And the thing is too, that's okay because she's learning. But I can't get mad at that. But it's like, sweetheart, you have to know this stuff when you get older, because imagine going into a business or your job and you put a capital E when your name should be lowercase e. They'll be like, how smart are you? Anyways, so once we got done with that, she had math homework. This math homework was, okay, so yeah, it was images. So for example, it could be 5 flowers. So the first row was 1, 2, 3, and then the next row was like 1, 2. So she had 3 flowers up top, 2 flowers on the bottom, 5. So the thing is, she was asking me, because for one, we had to help them with their homework. But the thing is too, I'm not an educator, so I shouldn't have to help them with their homework. That's their job. But the thing is though, I want you to go home, play with your tablet, go have fun, go be a kid. But the thing is though, why would you do homework at home when you can do it in after school? You have, let's say, 2:30 to 6:30 or whatever, whenever your parents get there. You have that amount of time, that whole window to do your homework. Then when you get home, show your parents and then you good. You go play outside. Make it make sense. Why would you want to do homework at home when you can do that at school? Anyways, so I gave her the, and it was crazy. I shouldn't have did it, but I still gave her the answer. So I said 5. But what I did was, because it's crazy, she can't even draw a 5. She can't even draw a 6. So, and the thing is, and she'll be like, can you help me? And she'll smile. But before we get to that, she lied to the counselor saying I don't have homework. But the thing is, though, our counselor believed it. And it was crazy. She said supervisor. So she was like, oh, okay, well, you don't got homework, then go have fun. I said, no, B, let me see your homework. She said, I don't have any homework. It's supposed to be done at home. I said, let me see it. I said, hey, so-and-so, she has homework. Because if you didn't have homework, you would show me. But yet, I'm basically chasing you around the room. Not chasing, but she was trying to walk off. And what's crazy, she hid the folder behind her hand. I said, B, you're making this too easy for me. If you didn't have homework, you wouldn't be making me go through this hurdle to see your homework. Because if you had homework, you just say, here you go. It's right here. It's all done. It's just that easy. But yet you're hiding it behind your back. I caught you. I've been a kid before. I know you. Anyways, it was crazy. I am my inner child. You are basically my past and my future right now. I know you. You can't hide from me. So she finally was honest. She told the mom. Well, the supervisor told the mom because she was like, oh, you lied. I said, you didn't know that? Does she lied to you? Look at you and look at me. No offense, but like, look at you, look at me. Does she lie to you? Because you obviously scare her. Anyways, so now back to that. So I put 5. So the thing is, she had numerous numbers to count. It was probably like, maybe like 6 rows that she had to count. But the thing is, though, I put the numbers, like for example, 1 through 9. I put all those numbers right next to her paper. And all she had to do was put it in the box. So I had the pencil and I had her hand. So now I'm right, like, let's say she's right here in front of me on the table. I'm right next to her. But as she's writing it, I'm guiding her hand on how to write the number like this. Now, today, I'm sitting there chilling. So now the 3 kids are already in the classroom. They already eating, doing their homework. Cool. This girl comes in. She tells me, and it hurt my heart when she told me this. But for one, she was like, hey, favorite, hey, best friend, all of that. That, hey, coach, how you doing? I miss you. You just see me yesterday, but I got you. So they had their snack and all that. Cool, I was just chilling. I was just observing. Sure, they all good, all of that. She walks up to me because for one, she can't sit down. I get it because you get bored. I wouldn't want to sit down either. But she walks next to me. And the thing is too, she just stands there and just looks at me. Or she'll see what I'm doing. And she'll just observe what I'm doing. I can't get mad at that because usually all the kids in my class do that. Like when I'm doing a crossword puzzle, they'll sit there and they'll circle around me and they'll watch me do the crossword puzzle. Like, it's amazing to me. Or I could be on my phone editing. They'll be like, what are you editing, coach? Can I see? Like they'll just sit there. Or 2, I can help a child with their homework. The kids will circle around and watch me help the child do their homework. And then all of a sudden they all got homework that they need help with. So now I'm helping this child, but now all y'all need help? Children, right? Followers. It's okay though. She comes up next to me and she says, coach, guess what happened yesterday? I said, what happened? She said, my mom, she beat me yesterday. I said, wait, why? And the thing is, her mom don't look like she's even 25. So I think I'm older than her mom. Not saying that like it's a good or bad thing, but as far as age, you're a young parent. So you don't know how to parent correctly. Not saying that, I can't teach you how to be a parent, obviously, because it's wrong for me to say that. But when she said that, I said, okay, why? Because knowing what you be doing, you deserve to get beat, but not in a bad way. But I said, why did she beat you? She said, because you helped me with my math homework. And I'm not trying to exaggerate that. I just want you to sit there and digest that for a second. Mind you, she's either 5, 6, or 7. I forgot the age because there's too many of them. But I know that she's either 5 years old, if I'm strongly correct. Could be wrong though, because I don't believe in age, but I believe in levels of age. When she told me that, I wasn't talking for like a minute. I just looked at her and I was just like, are you serious? And she was like, yes. And then she gave me that look like she was dead ass, like she was not, like, who jokes about that? So she was like, yeah. I said, why? She said, well, I don't know why, but she just said, you know, she just beat me because I didn't do the homework that she wanted me to do. She said, you helped me do it, so I got beat for that. And all I could say was, you know what, because that's your business at home. I can't control what goes on at home. But I said, look, I said, B, I'm sorry for that. Do you forgive me? She said, of course, I always forgive you, excuse me. And I just said, give me a high five. Boom. After that, I just said, give me a hug. And the rest of that day, I could just see in her eyes, man, like it was just crazy. Now, of course, all of them needed help with their homework too, all of a sudden, which is ironic. But she was just so, she has this, what's the word I'm looking for? An attachment issue. It's not an issue, but it's an issue. Because it's like, imagine you had two parents in the household, but they can't even teach you how to count to 100. You need help counting to 100. Imagine on your homework, you have words to read. And I tell you, read that word to me. And you say, I don't know how to read that. I'm like, you don't know how to read Dalmatian? You don't know how to read Walmart? How do you spell your name? How do you capitalize that? Like, this is basic information in school. But yet, no child left behind. So you mean to tell me these children that you parents are bringing to my after school program, that's not run by me, but it's run by me. Y'all are bringing them to after school counselors, and then you're expecting them to get the curriculum that they get taught at school? But then you get mad when the counselor is teaching them some shit that you should be helping them with. So you beat on the child, or actually you assault the child for because they didn't know the numbers that you should be helping them with? That blows my mind. And I can't correct somebody's household for them, sadly. But to my children out there, you have to forgive your parents for what they do not know. And the thing is too, her mom sees me every single day. But yet, I always say, hey, how y'all doing? Because it's at the front desk, she isn't the only one that is working up there. But when I'm walking in, I say, hey, how y'all doing? And then she told me that's her mom. So I know who she is. So every time I see her, for one, as a man, I'm going to apologize to her saying, I'm sorry for helping your daughter with her homework. But the thing is though, reverse psychology. I want you to know, she told me what you did. So now every day I look at you. And the thing is too, social media is so vast. So you may see this video and you know who I'm talking to. And I'm not trying to bash you at all. But the thing is though, assaulting or beating your child because of math homework, you regret that choice when she gets older. I kid you not. And and the thing is too, you basically just gave her trauma. And she will have neglect issues when she gets older upon you and the father as well. Because she needs that love and guidance, obviously. Obviously, on top of that, she may not have siblings either, because we have a group of sisters in our after school program as well. But she always resonates with the youngest sister because the youngest one is like 5 years old. So they relate to each other. And the thing is too, this sister, she has a big imagination. She's so little too. Her imagination is wild. Like, she basically her embodiment is her imagination. Like, that's all she knows. I love it though. Can't get mad at it. But she loves hanging around them, especially the youngest sister, because she relates to her. So she may not have any siblings at home. But my thing is, with this curriculum, no child left behind is literally going to hinder your growth as a young child or young adult watching this video. Because when you get to middle school, when you get to high school, those teachings and those grade levels, they will be life or death for you. Like, you can get held back to a certain extent. But I think now you may be able to pass with a 60-something now. Because when I was in school, a 69 was failing. But supposedly, you can get a 61 and still pass. That lets you know right then and there. The next generation growing up, y'all will be so brought up. Y'all will graduate in ignorance to the point to where you will deem yourself as smart. To the point to where you will become so smart that you will teach your children what your parents taught you as a child. So now when your child grows up and doesn't know shit that you don't know either, and you say, I can't help you with that. Hopefully you figure out the answer. Go on Google or go ask your dad. You ask your dad, and your dad don't know, go ask your mom. Well, I already asked mom, she don't know either. Well, I don't know either, sweetheart. Guess you won't be doing your homework tonight. And then when your kids get older, and then they have no adult to look up to besides a camp counselor or an influencer, you can't get mad when an influencer is guiding your child like they're the parents through a screen and in person. Because social media is one thing, but fuck social media. I'm doing this shit in real life, nigga. Like this to me is my diary or my Bible. To me, social media is my digital footprint to help my lineage. But what are you doing for your lineage? Because when this camera cuts off, I have to be my own person, because who I am off camera is the same on camera. And the people that know me on camera can vouch for me. And I'm not even gonna talk my shit to say that, but game is game. And you know what I'm talking about, because this is wisdom, this is enlightenment. I'm so enlightened that I'm in the household, I'm not even there physically, but I can see what's going on in the household spiritually. Why? Because I'm omnipresent, I'm omnipotent, I'm everywhere, nowhere, through my mind. I can travel through time in the past, present, and future, because I'm aligned with everybody's timeline through my mindsets. So by hearing that from this child, this 5-year-old girl, it breaks my heart, because when she gets older, she will remember that day. Not only that, the things I tell her, I get her game as well, and I tell her, like, sweetheart, you have to stop eating. You have to, first of all, if you're going to eat your food, you have to scoot up to the table. You cannot, for one, you come to school with your college, like they have uniform, whatever. Why are you getting food on your uniform? Why are you getting applesauce on your clothes, your skirt? You're a young lady. You got mess around your area, clean it up. Your table, you got Cheez-Its, Goldfish, you got pretzels, you got veggie sticks on your table. You got little crumbs and shit, and you're just walking around here not cleaning your mess up to go play? No. Before you go play with those blocks or those board games, clean your mess up. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Mr. Darius, thank you so much. Hey, you're welcome. Just clean it up. When I'm talking to another kid, you interrupt me. Excuse me, I'm talking. Don't be rude. I'm sorry. It's okay, I forgive you. Wait your turn. That's sad that I had to teach common sense, because it's not common no more. And the thing is, it makes me mad because I wish my parents taught me that. That's how I know we have lost love in the household. It's sad as fuck. The only thing is that my mom did teach me manners and respect, and she taught me a lot. But she only can do so much for me, because I can't expect a woman to raise a man to be a man. I can't expect a woman to help a man be a man. So, Mom, I love you no matter what. I forgive everything you did and didn't do for me. Why? Because once again, when I look at you, Mom, what's crazy, I can tell you this in person too, so you know how much our love is. Because you were my first love, and I don't mean that in a weird way, but you were the first woman I laid eyes on. So I love you beyond this dimension, Mother. But my thing is, Mom, the things you did and didn't do for me, I love you for that. Why? Because I can't expect you as a woman to help me as a man be a man when you're a woman. I can't. That's exactly why, to my dad, I appreciate you, Pops. Even though I didn't meet you until I was 18 years old. I know why you were a deadbeat, my nigga. Because you can't take accountability for yourself. You're not a leader. But it's not your fault, though. You were too busy operating in lust, and that's okay. That's okay, Dad. I forgive you. But the thing is, though, I can't be like you, because you're not what I want a father to be. So I'm glad that you were a father figure I never had in my life till I became 18 years old. That's exactly why, if I do decide to have a family, I promise to God, to my future children, if I decide to have you, I will always be there for you. To the youth, I will always be there for you. I don't care if you're 18, 15, 25, 27, 30, 40, 50. I don't care what age you are. I will always be there for you. Even though I despise your existence, I love you. Why? Because I'm a reflection of you as well. My lack of compassion for you lets me know the work I had to do within myself. Because what I hate about you is what I hate about myself, because I am you, subconsciously. That's exactly why spiritually, I will guide you to the water, but I will never make you drink that bitch. To the young girl out there that got assaulted because I helped you with your math homework, sweetheart, I do apologize for that. Forgive me for helping you with numbers that don't even come from our people. Think about that. When you get older, I want you to realize this message for you. And to my young daughters out there as well, even to my young men out there, understand how deep this actually gets. We have parents out here who are so unconscious, they will beat you because a counselor, an after school counselor, helped you with a extraterrestrial school system that they came up with through their ethnicity. And they passed it down into the school system that we go to, that they run. And then these teachers that are working as teachers, for one, how are you a teacher teaching me ignorance that you don't even know? Anyways, they will teach you this ignorance to the point where they will give you homework to work on. So basically telling you, work on curriculum that does not exist or will do you any good when you get older. But you need it to operate in life, obviously. But it doesn't matter in the afterlife. So you got beat for no reason, sweetheart. I want you to know that when you get older, and you'll be like, oh, Mr. Darius, I remember you. I remember you as well. You got assaulted for no reason. And somebody will be like, well, it's not your job to... It actually is. I get paid to actually help these kids. So you can't say it's not your job to help. No, because if you, as the viewer, if you subconsciously say, well, it's your fault. Well, you should be helping her with the homework. I want you to come to my job, talk to my manager, talk to my supervisor, and tell them, do the after school counselors have to help them with homework? I promise to God, you will shut your ass up for the rest of the day. So now let's keep on moving. I apologize that I helped you with your homework. I didn't mean for you to get in trouble, but all I know is you have been forgiven. Do not hate your mom or despise her. Don't be mad at her for what she did to you. You're going to be great in life, and you are a boss. To my young girls out there, to my older girls out there, to all my women out there, no matter what happens to you, you are the shit. We need you. We all come from you. You are everything. No matter how slow y'all pretend to be, you know how wise you are. I thank you for your existence at all ages, because you help us become a better man. Literally. You are smart. There are some things that a lot of y'all say that I'd be like, how the hell do you know that? But I love that you know that at your age, because it shows to me that you are becoming more wise every single day. I love you. Have a great day, God and Goddess.